I've become friendly with a quite legendary gentleman called Trev Wilkinson.
Yes.
Wilkinson has been designing guitars and guitar parts forever.
Definitely a legend, yeah.
This is the first real kind of almost telly that I've owned.
Okay.
I saw it and just sometimes your senses just say, this is going to be a good guitar.
Yeah.
And boy, was I right.
Yeah.
It's the first maple fingerboard that I've ever owned.
Which is interesting. Have you noticed any difference?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Tonally, but visually as well, anything like that, or?
Yeah, it's lighter.
Of course.
The reason I've always gone to rosewood is I've always felt that rosewood, as compared with ebony, as compared with some of the other woods, has a very distinct warm sound.
Yeah.
And I'm a warm sound lover.
Okay.
And so I thought, well, let me give this a go. Let's see what happens. And I absolutely adore it.
Wow.
The design is great. The pickups are wonderful. The electronic. I've never seen ever an instrument that comes out of the box, and you can do that too with your little finger. So when you do the volume swells, it's not like you have to spend hours with, pot cleaner cream and
loosening the thing up. Yeah.
So it just comes ready to rock, so to speak.
Fantastic.
And aside from really enjoying both Trevor, the Fret-King brand, John Hornby Skews, who were the distributors, who are also an incredibly fine company. Yeah. And this isn't meant to, hey, listen, these are my friends, they're cool. They really are. They listen to customers. They pay attention to detail. They want everybody to be happy, which is not something you can say for every manufacturer.
No, of course, of course.
You hear that, Apple?
I like it.
So this instrument has been, I've only had it 3 weeks.
Right.
But it just came out of the box ready to play. I've not made a single adjustment to it.
And this has got is it a humbucker in the neck?
Yes, it is.
It is, because, I mean, you were sort of saying before how much you liked that telly sound with the two humbuckers, so that harks back to that, obviously.
This is it's a different model humbucker, obviously, with the 3 and 3. Yeah. It sounds great. It doesn't sound like my humbucker. It sounds quite different.
Yeah.
Very jazzy, funny enough.
Wow.
This is pretty much a Strat pickup, and this is a real make your ears bloody telly pickup.
Yeah, sure.
Trev also does a thing where he does a coil tap, where this is actually a continuous, as you move it gets thicker or thinner.
One,
My number one, no, it's not number one. Number one is because I love playing them. But perhaps my number two reason for loving this brand so much is that they're incredibly affordable.
Yeah.
And I was talking about, that Strat costing $175. Well, those days are long gone. And now you're dealing with guitars that, if you want a really nice PRS, or if you want a less than really nice but signature model Fender, you're paying through the bloody nose.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you know what? You can go out and buy an Eric Johnson guitar, and I love his playing. You're not going to sound like Eric Johnson. You buy a Clapton model guitar, you're not going to sound like Eric Clapton.
Yeah, that's very true.
So it's like, what is it? You got somebody's name on your...
Yeah.
This thing lists as of July 2014. It costs under £600.
Yeah.
And it's affordable for anybody. Even if, the kid's parents are going to go and, put something out on time, a credit card or whatever, time payments, they can afford to do it.
Yeah.
Why break the bank getting something that might not be as good?
Yeah, it's very true.
Curiously, I've seen American Fender, American, or you can get Squier Mexican, or you can get Korean. Frankly, I've seen some of the real cheaper ones walk all over the really expensive ones.
Me too. Yeah.
So it's like, is there rhyme or reason?
Yeah.
My advice for those who are shopping for guitars: go to a store, ensure that you have enough time to be taken into a room, know what it is that you're buying, and if you are really convinced that that's your instrument, buy it.
I think that's really good advice.
I had a wonderful chat with Trevor just a few weeks ago. He was saying that he was in some music store, and the guy bought, I think it was an American Strat. And Trevor said, well, it's just friendly, northern way. Well, how come you bought that one then? And the guy said, well, I think it's going to be really good. He said, but to be honest with you, I know that if I don't like it, it'll have a good resale price. And Trevor looks at it and says, so you're not really sure you like it then?
Yeah.
And that was like, the light bulb went off, you know?
Yeah.
You have to know. It's like, yeah, I'm going to love this baby.